session, we will cover some of the general settings in SNP. So one is for the number range. In SNP, all the orders will represent all the quantities will represent the orders. So those orders from where it will pick the numbers. Like for example, purchase order. If you run the planning, it will create a purchasing order. So purchase requisition. The purchase requisition has some number 16232 something like that. So where the order number will pick. So that is one part we will cover, and we need to create the planner. So how to create the planners and why, that will be covered, and configuration of the OLTP settings, and then category groups, and then maintain the SNP global settings. These category groups we can see in the planning area. So first we will see the maintain the number ranges. For all these settings, we need to go to the SPRO /n SPRO IMG and APO. Go to the supply chain planning and go to the supply network planning, and here go to the basic settings. Just I will open the planning area in the display mode. So now here you can see the use of the number range for SNP and maintain the number ranges for the orders. Like here we can set up the number range like 01, 02, 03, and in the maintain number ranges we can see the intervals. For example, we have maintained the range for 01 only. For 01, like a 1 to this we have maintained the number range. Now this is the till now this number range, like it is created the orders. For example, when we are running the planning or heuristic, then whatever the planned order or whatever the purchase requisitions and whatever the stock transfers it is creating, that time we can see the numbers from 54, 55 like that. So the numbers from the planning, it will pick from here. Just like it's in the R3 also we are maintaining the number range for customer master, material master, for sales order. Same thing here also we have to maintain the number range.
All the orders will pick from the same number range?
Yeah, same number range only. This is one thing, and the second one is the specify person responsible. Like here, for example, in SNP, in our project, like a total 5 plants are there. So in the 5 plants, like 2 persons are taking responsibility for one plan and plants, and one person is taking care 2 plants responsibility, and another one for 2, and another one is 1. Like that, we have to create the responsibility of the planner. For example, if it is a material master, in the material master, like we have 1000 of materials are there. So the 1000 of materials, I should know who is the responsibility for this material from SNP side, from DP side, from PPDS side, and from TPVS transportation side. This is ICH, like nothing but like SNP side. Like I should know who is the responsibility for this product. So for example, total 5 planners are taking care all the products. So I will create a 5 planner profiles, and I will assign, okay, product A is taking care, product P1 is taken care by planner A. So I will give a planner A. Product B is taken care by planner B. So I will give a B here, like that. So if something is related for this product, we need to contact this planner. Not only that one, and to maintaining the marks data, like for example, I want to run a job based on the planners. So for that also this field will be useful. And I want to clean the data. So for that also, specific to planner also we can do the activities. So that is other advantage. So where we will create this planner, this is nothing but like in R3, it is like a MRP controller. In R3, this field we can say like a MRP controller. So that one we can create here in SPRO. Whatever today it is covering everything in the SPRO settings. SPRO, APO, and supply chain planning, and specify person responsible planner. So here go to the new entry, and I will create a ZSP. So production planner, like for example, whatever the name, like how you want to take it a planner. You want to take ZASP as a production planner, or S&P planner, or demand planner. Maybe sometimes the same planner is taking for production side and S&P side, planning side. So, but anyway, here what we can do, we will create one profile and we will select everything. So ZSP and ZSP and ZSP. This is nothing but like a description. So it will ask the request APO. Okay. So now it has been created. Like that, like in the like implementation time, we can differentiate how many planners are required for taking total project responsibility. So we will create that much of planner profiles here, and we will assign into the product. For example, I can go to the change mode. I can go to the F4 here. You can see all existing planners here in the system. So GSP. So this is we have created. We can select here also same profile, because we have created the same profile for all production planner, demand planner, transportation planner, for everything. I can save it like clear from this one. Normally we used to get some request also tickets like a create a planner. So this we have to do in the development system, and we have to move into the transports. The same thing also here documented. And then it is same thing covered in the SIF again. Anyway, it is again part of S&P, so I will explain again. Configure the transfers to the OLTP system. So it means in S&P results, what S&P results you want to transfer to R3, that we need to configure here. S&P, deployment, and TLB, and CTM, like VMI and non-VMI, and which results you want to send to R3 system. For example, you are considering for the production only PPD results, you don't want to send S&P results, then you can put as a no transfer. You want to send a deployment transfer periodically, like via background, so we can select it periodically. So TLB, if you want to transfer immediately, you can select this one. By change pointers, it is immediately transfer. Periodic, we can run a background job like /SAP APO C5 or C3, and then no transfer means those results will not transfer to R3. So those restrictions we can maintain here. That is the configure transfer to the OLTP systems. That is clear, Sandeep? Then maintain category groups. Okay. When we are discussing in the planning area, like key figures are assigned to the key figures. Here you can see the key figures are assigned to the categories. For example, if more than one category I want, then I can group it. That is nothing but like a category group. Like more than one category, you want to group it and you want to assign those, we can make it as a category groups. So here you can see the category group. So where we can define the category group and where we can use the category group. And one in the planning area and another one in the location master. In the SNP tab, we can maintain the deployment categories. Like in the deployment, I want to consider as a confirmed purchase orders or confirmed planned orders, something. So like a 2-3 categories types I want to deploy. So there we can create a category group. I will show you category how to create it, and there we can create a category group and we will assign the profile. So here maintain the category groups. If you go here, you can see ATR and ATI, available to issue, available to receipts. These two like a standard category groups for issues and receipts. So these normally we are using in the product location master. For example, ATR and ATI, available to deploy receipts. ATR, this is the deployment. Available to deploy issue, ATI, available to issue, available to receipts. And here you can see what is there in the ATR. Okay. Select ATR and double click so that you can see here. Like CC is the stock, like that. Some categories we can group it, like you can go to the new entries here, you can copy like whatever you want to. So whatever they want to consider for the deployment issues and whatever they want to consider for the deployment receipts, we will group. More than one category is there, then we can group here, we can save this profile and we can assign the profile into the location master data here in the SNP tab. So for this one we will take
Deployment, like I create cancellation. For cancellation, create one category.
yeah, when transferring the forecast we are creating only one category, but to deploy like a deploy nothing but like a stock, for example, like a stock is available in the plant, so to distribute to the DCs, that is nothing but like a deployment. So that time not only stock, like whatever the confirmed orders, already orders are confirmed for production, so those also I can treat as a stock, like a forecast and sales orders, those I can say as a demand. So like that different categories we can group there.
You can group together and different.
Yeah, we can group the, yeah, so that whatever the grouped categories are there, it will consider everything in the deployment. Because for example, stock I will send and transistor stock I want to deploy. So here we cannot give then I have to give more than one category. Like a stock I want to deploy the in transistor stock also. So then we can take the categories stock in transit or some safety stock, something like that. So all categories we will group it and we will keep it as a receipts. Yes, as a receipts. Same thing ATI, we can see it. And if you want to detailedly see also, you can go to here. Sorry. You can go to the category and you can see. For example, some of BM is the sales order. BM is the sales order, and AY is the dependent demand, and BI, like that we can see what are the categories here we have grouped. BI is the concern, BL, I am not clear this one, and BR is the delivery, and EB EB is the S&P release purchase requisitions, I think, and EG the deployment on or ER is the VMI deliveries, like that. Whatever like business is required, whatever the categories they want to use for the deployment issue and receipts, we can group it here. So anyway, we are using this standard thing, and the same thing we can put into the location master in the S&P tab. And in the interactive planning, we can see this ATD and ATA and ATR like a columns also in the interactive planning. Just it's grouping the category in SPRO, maintain the category groups, and then maintain the S&P global settings. Like when we are running the heuristic and deployment in the background in a program, like there is a global S&P settings are there. In the global S&P settings, like it is defined how what it will be considered in the running the heuristic. Like in the same basic settings only, you can go to the maintain global S&P settings. Normally this is also we are using the standard one. Say for example, from plant to customer, like directly we are not giving the delivery. If I want to consider from plant to customer direct delivery, then those settings we can maintain it here. And in the transportation line we can maintain, and where the unit of measure should consider from the product master, and lot size from the transportation lines, and the direct delivery option is this, and the product unit from here, product master. So some of the like again standard settings, and direct delivery. Yeah, direct delivery. Consider direct delivery via transportation line. Like in the transportation line, what we can do, we can create a transportation line from plant to customer, and there we have activate, and here we need to activate. Then only it is allow you to do the direct delivery to the customer. If you put no direct delivery, it will not allow any direct delivery to the customer. Like plant to DC, that is the common, but to customer we need to maintain this configuration. So like that, some of the planning things it will control from here. Like in the deployment, base unit of measure it is taken from the here. Like that we can see. So this is also normal.
So this is like we can create different profiles and we assign this profile to customer, or
No. Actually, this profile we are using the S&P background jobs. Say for example, like S&P heuristic. In the S&P heuristic, there is a field global S&P setting profile, like whatever we have seen now. This one only, global S&P settings profile. So normally only one profile is there. Maintain global S&P. This profile we are using here. And the same thing in the deployment also, we can use the same thing. In the deployment also, like some default settings it will read from this profile.
okay. So you don't have to give a detail.
Yeah. So that is the another configuration. So these are the general configurations, and tomorrow we will cover the profiles, how to create a profiles, and we will try to cover some of the master data also tomorrow. Okay, Sandeep. Again tomorrow we will meet 7 to 8 India time.